Hey guys, how's it going? Thad here with Shoemaker Guitar Works, and so I'm back with the 52 Gibson. Got the back side all glued up, and was just sticking my light in here, inspecting, making sure that there's nothing else that we missed before I put the cleat on there, which is actually going to be positioned about where the light is at. And I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm gonna try and dim that light a little bit. Right there, that brace right there, and I can't get it to focus. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. See that crack? Another crack in the brace. So I'm going to go ahead and get glue on that, and then I'm going to make the cleat for the other crack that was on the back, and then it's going to 100% be good to go. In the meantime, after I get that done, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this thing polished up and cleaned up. As you can see, this is all solid now, back to how it should be. There's no separation, and got any squeeze out, any kind of stuff off of there. And so once I get that brace glued and get the cleat in there, I will start the cleanup and polishing process. And the first thing I use on polishing is this Meguiar's Ultra Cut compound. It works really good and just brings a decent sheen to it. And then I have a little trick that I will show you when the time comes. So anyway, that's where we're at with this thing. All right, so here's a little cleat I made. It's just a little piece of maple. It's actually a pretty piece of maple. It's a piece of flame maple, but just scrap. And so this, what I like to scallop the ends like on a real brace. I got a little bit of sanding to do to it to kind of even it out. And then that will go on the other side of that crack up to the brace that is right next to it. And then after I get that in there, then I will work on that, getting glue into that brace that I showed you previously. All right, got the brace in there. Got to do a little bit of glue cleanup, but that's how it's going to be. And so with that cleat in there, that will prevent it from any cracking anymore and just give it additional strength. So that should be the only cleat that I have to put in it. Now I'm going to let that dry for a little bit after I clean up the glue squeeze out, and then go ahead and work on fixing the cracked brace. All right, guys, got glue up in there. Just use my pick to separate it. And so I'm going to wipe off the excess, and then stick one of my extension clamps in there for a while, and that should hold it. And then all the bracing in this guitar is fixed, and every crack is fixed. Unless something presents itself between now and the time this thing leaves, I think all of the glue work is done. All right, got my clamp in there, and everything should be good. The cleat is in position, and all the glue cleaned up from that, and I did kind of put a little bit of glue on the front of it just to glue it to the brace also. So yeah, we should be good. And so now let that sit for a while and get my mess cleaned up here from gluing, and then I will probably start working on doing the cleaning up and polishing of this guitar. All right, got my Meguiar's Ultra Cut compound on there. And this is just gonna give a little bit of sheen to it and clean up any dirt, garbage, whatever. I did put some on the pick guard too, because I'm gonna try and make it shine a little bit. Yeah, so I just use an old sock, actually, an old cotton rag, and just do all this by hand, because nitrocellulose lacquer is pretty sensitive at this age. It's pretty sensitive, period, but when it gets to be 60 plus years old, it's really sensitive. So anyway, I will bring you back. All right, so just kind of worked all that polish or that compound on there. You can see how much yellowish, dirty garbage that comes off of the top here. And now I've got just a terry cloth rag that I'm gonna take and get all of this excess off of here and kind of polish it up some. So you guys saw how dull it was before. Now look, it's reflecting the light. It is really shiny wherever there's still lacquer on this thing. And you know, there's some spots on the pick guard I can't get off, whatever, something sat on there, melted into it, whatever. It's celluloid plastic. But yeah, so this turned out amazing. And so now I'm not gonna flip it over because I've got that clamp inside of there, but I will go ahead and do my second procedure to the top and show you guys what I'm doing. So this is my magic solution. My grandpa taught me this a long time ago with fiddles that he was working on that he didn't want to refinish, that he just wanted to make shiny and give a little protection to the raw spots in the wood. So basically, I've got an old piece of t-shirt here. I'll put some boiled linseed oil on it and some paste wax. You can also use beeswax if you can find it, and I have a chunk of beeswax, but I use that for other things. And this furniture wax works really good, and so that's what I'm going to do. I will bring you back. All right, so I've got some wax and some boiled linseed oil on here. And one thing, when you're done with your boiled linseed oil rags, make sure you lay them out flat because they can spontaneously combust. And that's not a good thing. You don't want to fire. So anyway, all I'm going to do is just really work this into the wood. And this is going to protect like all these raw spots and anything that is not covered in finish on the guitar. So and this also helps really bring a sheen to it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and I will bring you back and show you the after results. All right, guys, so I've done that procedure, and then just taken a microfiber cloth and polished the heck out of it. The wood is now protected a little bit, the bare wood, with some boiled linseed oil and some wax. And look at that shine. Look at the shine on the pick guard, which was actually pretty darn dull. It's really reflective. But yeah, it works really well. And that's, especially if you don't have any raw spots. If you do the ultra cut compound first, and then the combination of the furniture wax and the boiled linseed oil, it really brings out shine in old instruments. That's, as long as they're done in nitrocellulose lacquer. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm in the episode today. Forgot to add, I did the headstock as well. And it's back to being nice and shiny. It's got all its natural cracking back and whatever, but yeah, nice and shiny again. I've got my clamps inside. There's one right there. Anyway, I've got clamps inside, and got those braces fixed. And so thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.